It is estimated that only about 10% of African diasporans will return back home to the motherland, Africa. So what do I mean? But these brand new segment is called Spotlight Comments. It's basically where I look through the comment section of my previously uploaded or live stream, videos and stuff, and I look through the comment section and I see interesting comments, if it's worth, spotlighting, and then we can flesh out further conversations from those comments. All right, it's as simple as that. There are plenty of diasporans that want to go back to the motherland. There is the issue around finance. There is the fear of unknown. There is the fear of unknown. There is also, the issue of insecurity in some parts of Africa that people throw around a lot. They are very important, things to give consideration to. But at the same time, a lot of these things have been wrapped around so much propaganda. So most people that have this conversation, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of misinformation, and I use my platform one step at a time to try to educate ourselves, and it's not to suppress or show a blatant disregard for maybe opposing views and all that stuff. So there is that thing that we looked at it, that about 10% of African diasporans will be the ones that will fully return to the motherland eventually, regardless of what their status is, whether they're British citizens or American citizens or German citizens, whatever, right? There are plenty of diasporans that they're tired of the West. They're drained. They've lived so many years. They've paid their dues in the system. They are drained. They want to go back. But like I said, there's a lot of confusion in the mix. People come to platforms like this. They feel comfortable. They listen to people like me. They might go somewhere else. They're in their own little jurisdictions, with friends, and propaganda from the media is not helpful as well. There's a lot of misconception going on, and sometimes people just pull back into this shell and they just roll their eyes like, you know what? I just get on with it. Now, here is a comment. It says, for those who choose to grow old in their respective Western jurisdictions, that is your choice. However, do not throw negativity towards the choice others make to return to Africa because you fear the unknown, lack of funds to make the move yourself, and choose to make judgments through unfounded claims to put fear, into others. That happens a lot, unfortunately. To choose who desire to return, that 10%. To those, who desire to return, that 10%, may the universe grant you all that will make the move possible so that you and I can begin to create the change that we desperately need. Ashe, go to bed. Now, that's a comment. Now, here's another one. It's all about the mindset. Absolutely. Recently, I heard someone say the grass will always look greener on the other side until you start watering the side you are on. This hit home. Africans are working their butts off in the diaspora with little or nothing to show for it. I think it's time we move back home and build a continent. We are Africans. Africa is our home. Do you agree with me? That's right. We are Africans. Africa is what? Our home. I love that comment. Here's another one. Most of the time, people in the diaspora don't have anything to show because of the sheer number of people depending on them back in Africa. That's 100% true. They support parents, siblings, nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, all these people, pastors, the car rental driver that you unfortunately gave your number to years ago when you visited home. Everyone's asking you for money. Everyone's asking you for money, paying rent, school fees, monthly maintenance money, spending monies for all these people. It's a lot. But on the upside, you get a huge amount of prayers heaped on your head every day. You know how Africans can pray. Now, here's the last one. I am a creator, and moving back home is a dream come true. I'm on the third year building a gas station with shops and restaurants in Sierra Leone. I am 90% done. I do not want to die in the USA or Europe. I came to USA and Europe to hustle, going back with my education and tools to give back is my individual reparation. That's awesome. I left Sierra Leone at 16 years old. I am doing this traveling from Los Angeles and Sierra Leone back and forth six months. That's what I'm saying. So, in a nutshell, you're going to pick from those comments. Mindset is crucial, right? Another thing, I've said this in much more longer versions, several stories that people send to me and all that stuff. I have noticed, this is an observation from me as a content creator. Some people get, angry. I don't know why they come into the comment section, and it's not my desire to block people, but when profanity start jumping or personal attacks, I think there's a sense of resentment from some of our people. And I say that, without the intention of disregard to their persons. But I think if people want to achieve a certain goal and they're watching other people doing it and they are maybe monetarily crippled, they're unable to achieve it, resentment kicks in. It's a well-known human nature. A bit of jealousy sets in, and so they start peddling the propaganda. Now, that's not to say we're blind to some of the challenges on ground, maybe in Nigeria and stuff. In fact, I like the way some people think. Not everybody's a Nigerian. Not everybody's going to go to Nigeria. In fact, I personally know some Nigerians who moved back to motherland Africa and they live in Ghana. Some moved to Gambia. Some live in Kenya. Whatever floats your boat, right? The point I'm trying to make is fear, unfortunately, is a very serious weapon that would cripple you psychologically, mentally, that will, depending on, regardless of whatever you're dealing with. Once the fear is in place, you're encapsulated, you're chained mentally, and it just cripples your ability to function positively at 100%. And this is the issue with a lot of our people. They want to take the leap of faith, they want to jump, but fear, they're crippled by fear. You have to let go of the fear, okay? And I've always said, plan, 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 plan. I cannot emphasize that point enough. Plan, take short trips, go a month, 3 weeks, take time off work, go to the motherland, investigate. If you know you want to go into whatever business, do your research about the sector, okay? One of the crucial things about the motherland is find one or two problems to solve and you'll be fine. What do I mean? If you're considering going into the agricultural sector, it's huge, it's vast. What do I mean? There is livestock farming, there is the plants, and there is all sorts. So if you want to start raising goats or set up a poultry business, why do you want to set up a poultry business? Do you want to go into, selling eggs? Okay, what's your target market? What area are you going to set up your poultry? There's so many, bullet points on that to-do list for you to dive into and analyze, research extensively. And the beautiful thing is that some of these diasporans don't know, when you're on ground, there are genuine experts in those areas. It wouldn't cost you money. So for example, if I'm not going to plantain bananas or plantain, and I've got like 3 acres of land to go into that business, I'm not just going to blindly go into the business because my friend said so, because my friend's brother has a similar business. There are agricultural experts that would know about banana suckers, that would know about the texture of soil, that would know about fertilizer, that would know about the right time to plant them, how to treat the soil, all the things that you need to do to enjoy success in that sector. Okay, if I harvest heaps and heaps of well harvested plantain, how do I sell them? How do I get my target market? So these are the things that you need to do your research. I'm just talking hypothetically here. And another issue is finance. Finance plays a major role because of the drain on a lot of diasporans. There is one thing to have a desire, I want to go home, but people are broke. People don't have the money. They cannot do what they need to do. So, because I've heard so many people send me emails, and I've read plenty of emails that, Phrankleen, I'd love to go to Nigeria, I'd love to move back, but I haven't even got the money. So they shelve the idea. Understandably so. It's regrettable, but understandably so. They haven't got the bread. Because they say the monies they are making here, maybe because of the drain upon them, particularly from catering to third parties. So maybe on that note, that's where you need to go back to your drawing board and hit the reset button. right? Because if you're paying all that money to all of these people, maybe you need to ask yourself a question. Why didn't I just say no? And discipline yourself with your finance, cut back on restaurants, cut back on extravagant expenditure, save your money, plan extensively, and then hopefully you'll be able to move back to the motherland. But for those of you out there who are contemplating on moving, I said take the leap of faith, all right? That's me done, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening. What do you think? Do you have a totally different view? Let's keep the conversation going on below. Before I forget, the issue of propaganda, and I must also touch on this very quickly, forgive me, which is the issue of insecurity, right? There is insecurity in the land, there's challenges. But I'm using Nigeria as an example. There are those things there. But from my point of view, let's say the insecurity issues is this much. I'm just using this as an example, right? The propaganda around this is the size of this building. And what runs concurrently with that is fear. It's normal. It's just a normal process. So I've seen plenty of diasporans. I asked them this money shot question. When was the last time you went home? They tell you 7 years ago. When was the last time you went home? 8 years ago, 5 years ago. There's a major disconnect. But the mainstream media is their source. The job of the mainstream media is to keep you blind. Am I asking you to disregard security issues? Definitely not. But the whole idea of when you step out of the Murtala Mohammed Airport or the Abuja Airport, you're going to get snatched off, you're going to get kidnapped, is a big fat lie. All right? There are kidnap cases in the West. There are daily murders in the United States. Daily, 24/7. Children go missing in the UK too, right? There's poverty, heightened poverty in the UK, but it's well concealed. There's heightened poverty in the United States, but it's well concealed. They show you what they want you to see. Fact. That's not to say you should dive into anything blindly, but it's worth considering. That's me done. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let's keep that conversation going on below. If you want to send me your stories or any particular trending topic or online comments, feel free to bang me an email to footchannel1960@gmail.com. Look in the description of the video below, and I'll catch you in the very next one. Peace and love, man. Bye-bye now.